All right. What's up, guys? This is Boricua is Life. My name is Omar, and welcome to Nephilim Wars, guys. This is the battle for your souls. Always remember that. Glory be to God. Glory be to the Father, man. Always remember that. It's gonna be, it's gonna be. I understand it's hard to, you know, um, it kind of hard. Sorry about that. Uh, the computer went out. Um, yeah, yeah, I'm at home. I feel at home, so hey, I'm being myself, guys, or whatever. And I mean, I gotta be presentable always, but like I said, I don't want to be too serious either, because I'm never acting. I'm being myself, But like the seriousness of the matters, and when I am distraught because of the spiritual attacks, man, and that thing on my leg got me also like distraught. That sore on my leg, I gotta. It's kind of healing, but it's like it won't, heal completely, man. It's which I don't know. In the VA, they told me it's, you know, circulation or whatever. But then in the other leg, also I have like a little something similar. I mean, I'm like, man, I'm praying over it. Like that's why I got better. I pray, but see, and it's always every time these people come, it's around me because they had taken another trip, and they left or whatever, and I noticed because I didn't really know, because I'm not paying attention, but I'm like, I don't feel anything, the murmuring or nothing. So, and they were gone, and that's everything. Yeah, like the atmosphere and everything is yeah, man. You guys could tell when in my first videos, like in my first month, December, they weren't here, man, and I was flowing in my videos. I was like in a muse. You guys could tell. I mean, you could go back to my first month of videos. You'll see how I was upbeat. And not because I'm not now, but it's yeah, man. I'm telling you, it's hard, especially with that thing on my leg. I never been unhealthy. In my life, I'm not allergic. I'm nothing. It's like first the thing that I was throwing up that black stuff. Remember what I told you? It's like witchcraft. I mean, I don't know, man. In the VA, at least they told me, it could be something, some type of whatever. They didn't say, we don't know what it is, right? So, and they could be experimenting on me too, because these people, it's like, I told you about that E6 when I was in my first unit, that, he had spots, missing his hair and stuff. He was an E6 of Puerto Rican, man. So these people, they be doing stuff, and then years later, oh, you have this all coming. That might, because I remember recently they sent me this packet too, so I could fill it up like a test. Oh, how you been feeling? You've been doing this and that. Like I'm telling you, man. Just by looking at it, I was like, all right, so this probably has to do with that thing on my leg. I'm telling you, man. Yeah, like okay, if you've been, this is a referendum, whatever we're doing for other soldiers. So, like they finding out if you could have some type of disease or something, bro. Now it's like, all right, so now we might have something, right? Because it's always like the generation, right? The Gulf War generation, and I am from the Gulf War but I'm from the OEF OIF really. But in my do 214, it's like I'm because I didn't go for long or whatever. I don't know, man. Yeah, like because I started in the Gulf War era. When I was in basic, it was the Gulf War era. So I was right in between. That's why. That's how when they changed the corporal too. Like I did my corporal, but then they was changing. They got rid of the corporal, and it was the specialist only or whatever. So yeah, man, that time, right? The thing is that it could be something from the military also, like a disease that now they coming up with. Because they said they couldn't. They didn't. It's not like they didn't know what it was, right? The doctors like, oh yeah, that's could be secret, So they kind of familiar with it, right? But man, I never, and I'm not working out either, because of my feet, they kind of hurt, and then my tendonitis, my heel, I had a surgery on my Achilles tendon, the left leg, because I was doing a little kickboxing here in the years ago, and I was a little heavier, so I hurt my, yeah, like because of the weight, I kind of hurt because I already had, my, yeah, I messed up there. But it's okay because it's not like I can't do anything, but it hurt. It don't hurt anymore either, But yeah, like I have problems with my feet. Since the military, so. But that thing, they know what it is, Like so it could be this people, You remember the water gets bad. Remember that what I told you, the thing of the water, and it's nothing bad. It's not bleeding. It's just like when you cut yourself and it's drying up, and it just stays like that. It doesn't heal or doesn't dry up completely. No. And it's my skin's dry around it. I don't know, man. It's like, man, I'm telling you, man. This is like these people want to know what it is. That's why I don't trust it. And the doc since the that pandemic bullcrap. Since that pandemic bullcrap, also, the yeah, man. It was the doctors, gave in. They lied to everybody and stuff, man. I told him one time in the emergency room, we was talking, and I'm like, man, but the one of the head nurses was there, and I'm like, yeah, man, but you guys, what happened in the pandemic where you guys didn't tell the truth to people, like, and I something like that. I said, you guys, because that was, I told her the truth. Period. I can't remember what I said. Because when I'm talking in that moment, and I said something to her that she was like, and it was the MP, the VA police guy was talking to me too. Hey, this black guy, and we was just talking, right? And he said, "Yeah, man," because I also was scared. I didn't take it easy, because they didn't make him take him. I mean, they didn't. The VA, the police didn't wasn't obligated. I guess yeah, because they were protected, right? And I don't know, man, because they were the ones enforcing the laws or whatever. So remember the pyramid? They're part of the pyramid, the police. I'm not against the police, by the way. So for the YouTube, I love the police. I have family that's police. I have lieutenants in my family, captains. Okay, so chill. I just know what it's about. Yeah, and YouTube. Uh, yeah, man, messing with my. I was talking about my life experiences, and they're like disapprove. I don't have no video, no copyright, nothing. Disapprove, still disapprove. Man, I'm telling you, man, this micromanaging of your life. It was little by little, man. I'm telling you, this micromanaging now, it's gonna be like China here. The point system that if you do something else, you can't buy in here, you can't go out and all this. The communist stuff, bro. We're supposed to be enemies. They're enemy, and there's gonna all that stuff is gonna be implemented. So what is the deal? What is you know what I'm saying? Communist China is supposed to be enemies, right? And they do all this bad stuff. So why are we doing the same thing? Yeah, man, this is a mockery, and a circus. Circuses of Rome is the NBA and NFL. The circuses of Rome. the fights, the Coliseum, the fights, the boxing, the kickboxing, because it was supposed to be sports. It was sports before, but then they turn it into into that. I mean, it's always kind of been like in this modern times, but I remember before it was more like exciting, like emotion, like it was more spiritual, if you will, right? If you wanted to be a baseball player like your dad or something, and you have passion for the sport, that type of stuff. Now it's 200 million for somebody, you know what I mean? Just they turn it into circuses of Rome. That's what I mean. This crackers and this serpents. And there's this Africa's everybody. Because now it's a lot of, people just selling out. You know what I'm saying? Just people, selling out, not necessarily it's all the white people, but they are orchestrating it from the top and don't want nobody to tell them. Because in that video, I'm telling you, guys, go to the if you want to, because I have the video that they put this up because I already have a video about it, right? So that video that is the anointed path and something I forgot the other part, anointed path and something else is I was just talking about my experiences, life experiences, exactly. I disapprove. Yeah, communist China, man. I thought you was the enemy of communist China. Fucking, oh man, China. I can't wait to get out of here, go home, man. I'm telling you, or just go to war with these scumbags. Yeah, man, because it's gonna happen one way or another, and the entering or leaving, Yeah, man, they're a bunch of cowards anyway. Hiding behind the police, hiding behind always hiding behind something. And when they're gonna go get them, oh, the silent pill. Oh, they're gonna get me. Like a bitch, yeah. Sorry, father. Yeah, man. I hate cowards because one of the things that my dad taught me is to be a man and not be a coward. One time he walked me down the road, the street, because I got a kid. I was like 7. This kid hit me, and my sister told him like, yeah, when we got home, because I was crying, kind of like, I didn't do nothing. I was a boy, a kid, a child, But my sister was, you didn't, my sister. Yeah, because I know my sisters. Yeah, I told you she's like me, like, yeah, you didn't do nothing, this and that. She wanted to fight him, but she was older, right? Like, man, Che love it. And she told my dad, and he's like, he got in his car, and he's like, come over here. Ven acá, te digo, que sí. And I was like, like a kid, And he was driving, like, walk. And I was walking, and he was driving. And he's like, take me where it is, my dad. Take me where it is. And he was with his wife, because not with my mom. He had another wife, my stepmom, right, Lillian. And she was telling him, no, gallo, no haga eso, And he's like, man, shut up, shut up. This is my son. I'm talking to my son, shut up, yeah. And when he drove, and we got to the house, and he's like, it's here. And he's like, hey, he got out of the car. Hey, señor, dígale a su hijo que salga, tell him to come outside. He's gonna fight with my son. That's what my dad, and we fought. And that's when that's when I kind of broke out. Then later on, other things happened because I was getting bullied by these people from the projects, right? In middle school, shit. In middle school, sorry. Like 6th grade, like 5th grade, sixth. No, I was in New York then. But then, like in 6th grade, 7th, yeah, middle school. That's when I came, like kind of green, to the high school with all them. They were already gangsters and everything, you know what I'm saying? When play basketball, hitting you with clotheslines. I'm telling you, bro. Yeah, man. In middle school in Puerto Rico was like high school. They shot people and everything, man. I'm telling you. Yeah, middle school. That's why That's why, yeah, man. It was kind of hard for me, man. I'm telling you. Yeah, bro. That's when I started training, and then I used to knock him out. Yeah, I have body, but anyway. Yeah, my father taught me how to be a man, not to be a coward. So a man looks at that type of stuff. A man looks at that. Okay, this guy is doing all this evil stuff. He's all hurting people. And then when they're gonna get him, he cries and he runs and he hides. That's cowardly. He kills himself. That's cowardly. Yeah, man, these people, man. Yeah, they don't like to be told anything. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, I asked, one of the things that it was wrong about, I like to give lessons to people. I used to, back in the street, I'd be like, yeah, I like to give, like, all right. And I give lessons, not necessarily like that, but when things happen, I did give a lesson to the person, right? Yeah, man. Like I did it with pleasure, right? And it was wrong, I'm not like that anymore. But yeah, man. I took pleasure on beating people, and yeah, making people see the light, right? I'm telling you, but glory be to God. And I don't see. I feel bad about. See, like that was the way. I don't feel good about being like that. Saying that, right? I actually feel bad because I'm not like that anymore. Yeah, yeah, man. Like hurting people and going to war. I mean, going to war and hurting people is different. Going to war is sort of, it's political, right? Hurting people is for your own amusement, like the Nephilims. The Nephilims, the Gilgamesh. He stepped over his people until they muttered. He made the war call for his own amusement. He take the children out of from the fathers, remember, pedophile, and he was a beast. Day and night day and night he called the war call day and night. He was just they didn't let people sleep nothing. The soldiers, imagine. Yeah, man, because I know what it is, getting abused by a commander, man, and stuff like that, man. So yeah, man, it's like I don't know, man. Paper leaders. It's a word for that. Paper general, or something like that. It's a word for that. Yeah, man. Whatever, man. Like I said, when it really goes down, we're gonna lose. Because I'm here in America, we are gonna lose. But we are the people. They have their bunkers, and the $1 billion bunkers are not safe anyway. Because my Jesus Christ told me that all trillions of tons are gonna squash them down like pancakes. That was like a vision or revelation. Okay, so don't worry about that. But yeah, like they have everything set up. Like I said, like these people are gonna be contained in the cities, and they probably gonna have you can in those electric cities you can't leave. It's like how you call it like Eon Flux. Remember Eon Flux, the movie? There used to be a cartoon from MTV. The movie, the city is surrounded by some gardens and stuff, but it's all booby trapped in. You can't get out. You gotta stay in. Stuff like that. Yeah, because all the green areas are gonna be off limits. Okay, 10 regions. Yeah, I mean, you guys gotta look into this stuff, man. Glory be to God. Because, yeah, they're planning. They have it all planned already. You know, the devil, the Satan told them what to do. And if they don't do it, they get tortured and, tormented. And whatever, sent to the fire. To Satan's fire. Not well, it's God's fire, but you know what I mean. These people are all possessed by demons. I gotta close, guys. So I just wanted to talk to you guys, and yeah, they censoring me. Then I'm not making any money. I'm paying me with my own money. You know what I'm saying? Like they taking my money and censoring me. You know what I mean? These people, man, I can't wait. Like I said. So prayer. Oh. Father in heaven, I love you, Father in heaven. Thank you for the beautiful things you do for me, Father. Your loving kindness and your tender mercy, consoling me when I'm sad, holding me with your righteous right hand, covering me with your blood, Father. Jesus Christ of Nazareth, with your holy blood, and giving me the power and the wisdom to talk to the people so they can come to the kingdom. Send blessings, love, and mercy to all my subscribers from Indonesia, from Canada, from South Africa, from United States, also the cities, Miami, Los Angeles, New York, Chicago, Brazil, Ecuador, Chile. The UK, we don't have connection with UK, so I don't know why, but yeah, the internet is crazy. So send love to all my subscribers. Father in heaven, glory to your holy throne of gold in your holy hill in Zion. In the city, in the holy hill, what a beautiful sight must be. I love you, Father in heaven. Amen. This has been Nephilim Wars, guys. And this is Boricua's life. Boricua is life. I wanted to talk to you about the book, but hey, I just started talking and this came out. So I love you guys. Yeah, and to my people of Indonesia, I have like 40% of my viewers are from Indonesia, so I love you guys. I want to hear from you guys, okay? So love for Indonesia. And this has been Nephilim Wars, the battle for your souls. Good night, guys.